All right, something else you always want to do, Command S. After you do any of this, you hit Command S. I want to save on my computer. We'll call this Totally Real Dinosaurs. They aren't fake. All right, and then hit OK. So now I've got that saved. This is going to be really important just in case things crash, which can happen sometimes. All right, let's add in another creature. All right, so the scariest of all, a dog. Also, dogs just make things sweet. People are going to be interested in it. So here's our dog. Now, here's a problem. I'll use, we'll use the quick selection. Actually, let's go faster. We'll use the object selection tool. So we'll go around this like we did before. It's really thinking because there's a lot to do. All right, so now if I were to copy, and it looks like it got all the dog. If I were to copy and then paste, Command V, first off, dog is gigantic. Second off, there's a lot of this bad things here. So I could go in, maybe use my eraser and click through that, and that would be lame. Don't do that, guys. Don't do that. Command Z, I'm going to undo that. Let's go in, and we're going to learn about something else. Now, we've talked a little bit about what all these things do, but let's go over here where it says Select and Mask. It looks like we went into quick mask mode, but if you look over here, we've gone into another mode entirely. And there are these additional tools over here. This tool right here allows you to add or get rid of things, but let's go over to here. This one right here, which is the Refine Edge tool, is something that we can use to kind of let the computer figure out where there's a background and foreground. And we're just basically saying, take a closer look. When we do this, we want to make sure that we're using a little bit of the background and a little bit of where the hair is. You can see as I go through this, it's thinking a little bit, but it's kind of selecting the area that is the dog. So it's doing a much nicer job. And remember, you just want to kind of go halfway through this, and every once in a while just kind of stop to make sure things are going good. The feet are okay. I don't really need to do that. There's not much fuzz there, so I'm going to go back up here. I've got a really old computer, so I'm stopping every once in a while just to kind of let it catch up. If you've got one of those really new fancy computers, then you're awesome, and I hate you. But I would still stop just to make sure that it doesn't go crazy, because you can undo within this project as well. I don't hate you. I think you're wonderful. You're a wonderful human being, and I'm happy for you that you have that computer. So we're getting this area right here. We just want to be careful in this section because it might choose a little bit too much of that hair. It's not. It's doing a pretty good job. We're almost there. And just get that last little bit there. It looks like it did. All right, so this doesn't look like much, but if I go over here where it says the view area, I can switch to multiple ones. Onion skin, not very helpful. Marching ants, even less helpful. The marching ants, the way that they work, by the way, they march, even though we have some of this selected, they're going to march around things that are 50% opaque or higher. This is 50% less, so it's going to be a little bit more transparent, so it's not showing it, even though it will show up in the piece. The best one that I like is black and white. This really shows how well the hair is being selected, and if there's anything that looks wrong. This actually looks really good, so I'm going to go over here and hit OK. We now have the marching ants around it. Once again, it's not marching around there, but when I copy and come over here and paste, you can see that the hair is a little bit transparent, but it's still there. It looks really, it's going to look really, really nice. One of the problems that we have, of course, and let's just call this dog, it's a little bit too big. So let's learn how to change the size of different objects.